what the fuck is going on? I mean, where do I live? What is this world? What is my job? Am I an animal? sometimes, sometimes, sometimes when we are kind of lost, we try to look for answers. And there's all kinds of forms of answers. Ugh. Sometimes um, that, like the story that you choose to believe in, doesn't really matter as long as it's not connected to reality.
Um, what? What do you mean? You have to be connected to reality.
And today I'm going to prove you that no matter what story you choose to believe in order to make your life expand, abundance, attract wealth, whatever story you hang on to in order to get to this goal of health, wealth, or relationships, or whatever you want to achieve in life, the story doesn't matter as long as you understand it's a story that really happening around us. That's why we have all kinds of ideas, all kinds of cards, tarot and oracle and animal and spirit animal and runes. Runes been brought up in such a masking culture um, environment where like we are pushed to be something that we are not by education system, by our parents, by YouTube, by our own beliefs of what it is that I need to do or what it is that I'm doing and what I want to do and what is the gap that I have to complete between where I am, where I want to get, and what's the characters that are going to hold it. In the middle, we have a lot of stories. This story or this reading is going to connect with you. Not that I'm going to do a reading right now. I'm going to just show you around those cards. It's just if you're going to do a reading that will supposed to give you some answer, help you with a direction, and do anything that's like inspires you, that's a good product then. I mean, you should invest in this video or you should invest in consuming this story as long as it helps you expand. If a story doesn't help you to expand, let's say you have to work 9 to 5, you have to have a steady job, you have to put money in your pension fund in order to retire on time, whatever. This is also a story. I think most people live with kind of a relationship to one of the stories, big stories. So some will say, I'm religious, I'm going with the Bible story. Some will say, I'm more into astrology, I go with that. Some will say, I'm more numerology with the numbers, I'm going to do that. Some will do Kabbalah. Some will do Zen, huge. Some will say, I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. Like my story is only like practicing meditation, yoga, or there's all culture has that like all culture came up with a mythical story about what the fuck is going on. I mean, where do I live? What is this world? What is my job? Am I an animal? Am I a god? Am I like what am I? Like what is it that I need to do here? I don't want to make mistakes or waste my time or get connected with something that is dull and flat. And this experience that this world came to a point today where everything got flattened, and with artificial intelligence, it's going to get only worse. I mean, you're going to have experiences that are flattened. That's like going to the bank or paying a bill or using your money. It's flat. There's no money. The money is gonna not. It's not going to be part of our life soon. But some of the experiences could still be multidimensional. And I'm saying multi, it's not only 3D, like a box. This box has a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know how many dimension it has because I can feel it. It has a temperature, it has a texture, it has a cognitive um, mark about what it's going to have inside. And I, for my business, I order a bunch of cards because it's going to be hidden in some kind of a social game that you can purchase. Um, but then I thought, all right, so but what will be the best pack of cards? And how can I offer people to put, let's say, one will be more interested in this and one would be more interested in that? The truth is, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if you put an oracle or if you put a runes or you put a Mother Earth or you mandalas or spirit junkie or tarot. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're happy or you feel attracted to this kind of like animal spirits, um, crystals. So if you're attracted to that pack of cards, I want you to be able to choose. If I had to choose for you, and this is usually what I do for a living, I'm choosing the content that other people consume on TV, on marketing. So what I'm doing. So if I would have to choose, I would make my own pack of cards that are even more wider, like more open and less strained into some kind of ready-made story. And I see some of the cards are already doing it, going really, really open. I realize people like more strict focused stuff sometimes, and therefore I decided to just check it all and see um, what it is that I like. Especially like I seem to like this one. I'm not getting paid by that, but it really, for my business, it works great. People like it. Also, the Starseed ones. And now I'm going to open all kinds of um, packages. And I can tell you that no matter what story you choose, again, from any of those supposable truths or perspectives, it's only um, a phase until you're going to move to a different story, unless you discover some route that really expands you, and then you invest your life into that story. Like, I'm going to get religious about it. I'm going to go into yoga, Zen. Um, I'm going to go into, I don't know, like nature. It's also a story. Nature, organic living, retreating, veganism, everything. Most of the things that we consume and do in our lives are bound to a story. Without the story, we can't consume it. We can't understand it. It cannot have any effect on our lives. No matter what story it is, as long as it's expensive, it's good. And remember, there's plenty from all kinds of languages, stories you never heard in your life. Um, Flat Earth, fine. Three-Eye Atlas, fine. Nostradamus, Bible, Old Testimony, New Testimony, prophets, whatever it is that you think will expand you, it's a good story. Whatever makes the opposite, hate, or think that my story is better than another person's story, bad. And coming from Israel, I can tell you, you meet all the people with all the most different um, approaches to life. And you, as a kid, like you look around and you see all the, you will never believe it, like so many different way of worshiping God and believing in all those stories. And I call it stories not to insult at all. And it's some people would like it's real. They believe it's real. And if you believe a story is real, guess what? It's real. If you believe you are successful, it's real. If you believe you're beautiful, you are. If you believe you are talented, it is. Congratulations. What you don't believe in, you don't like the story doesn't exist in your life. Therefore, YouTube is a nice platform to check and more perspectives and more stories until we come to the understanding that we are the story. We are all sharing the same thing. And therefore, my social immersive games are less about the product that the person is getting because it's, let's say, somebody is buying it for a friend or for himself. It's like a present that he has. It's more about the social experience. And this is what I think is the bestseller? The experience. The experience is the message. And I'm just going to open it right now.